Oh, Brainiacs. Brainiacs. Yeah, man. Matthew Turner with the Matrix Minds. What's up, everybody? Tuning in now live worldwide. Breaking cages, rattling doors, kicking doors, whatever you want, however you want to word it. Yeah, man. It is Friday night. I don't even want to say that it's interview time. It's not really an interview. We've had Miss Dolly Safran here before, so she is no stranger to the Matrix. Nevertheless, the CABAL. We're going to talk about the CABAL and the, let's just say, conspiracy, right, that rolls with the CABAL, because that alone is like a no good, a detrimental topic to talk about. So what I want to say here in conjunction with the topic is, you know, everybody's gotten censored when it comes to talking about the CABAL. Can't even mention the word. You guys know how it works. Can't mention it, can't talk about it, but nevertheless, I got Miss Dolly Safran here. We're going to dive deep, no doubt about it, all night long, Brainiacs. Here in the last half hour of the show, I'm going to open the lines, and we're all going to kick in some doors and rattle some cages. You guys ready? I'm ready. Let's do this, Brainiacs. Let's crank this shit up. It indeed is go time, Brains. Let's go.
Say, Brainiacs. You guys ready? It's time. It's showtime, Brains. That's right. It's Matrix time. And it's go time. Welcome aboard, everybody. Let's go. Talk about ufology, conspiracy, controversy, and anything and everything that we can get into tonight. Let's go. Yeah, baby. Yeah. Get up, Brainiac. Yeah. It's definitely your show. Your show, and we appreciate you for being here. Buckle up, everybody.
Yeah, Brainiacs. Yeah, you guys like that? This is to crank it up. Miss Dolly's like, I gotta go to the screen here real quick. This is killer. I got Dolly below me, right? And I'm watching her bounce her head. She's just rocking to the Matrix intro. I love it. Welcome aboard, Dolly. You're no stranger. I got the hiccups.
Good to be here. Thank you for having me. I'm practice all get it right now. You have no idea. Your show is actually my very favorite show to do because I can just let it out.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, let it out. That's why you're here. That's why we're here. That's probably why we were just talking. We were just talking right or wrong about censorship. And
right.
I know it sucks. Trust me. I'm in your camp. Everybody over here in this chat is in this camp. And this topic right now, I do believe that you know more about this. I've been on the air about for about 12 years, almost 13 now. And I truly believe that you know more about this topic on the inside and like what they know than I know. And
most of the people on this planet don't realize is that they've been driving a narrative for the last 50 years, and that they've had everybody programmed through different types of media and different sources, they've just left the outward media a little bit more, how do I want to put this? They seemed like they were being honest, but they weren't. Now they don't even care about that anymore, and it's outright censorship all the way through. And they will continue to get worse about it, as a matter of fact. Yep.
You talking about the censorship?
Yes.
The censorship aspect?
Yes.
Because every single man and woman in this chat, I'm gonna tell you, it got so bad. It is so bad on our end of things.
Yeah.
That every little green thing that you see up here that scrolling by. Now, mind you, this is a public broadcast. Okay, and without them, we don't pay the bills. Literally. The problem is whenever these guys go and share their own content, okay, whenever they share this broadcast, they have gotten banned, or they have gotten punished for even sharing this broadcast.
Right.
That right there lets me know that we all, everybody that's like sharing this information. Larry Hawkins says all of the military personnel that we've got in here say this, that we've got to be saying something that's over target. I guess. Either that or they just want to shut us up. I don't know.
Well, it's difficult because, for them anyway, because a lot of people have woken up, or they're using their abilities already. They're outside the box. They don't fall in line with what the narratives are and what they're supposed to be doing according to what life is supposed to be like for all of us. And they're outside the box. And anytime they start talking, they used to have an algorithm that just banned them from it. It just took them out of the algorithm and just wouldn't show up. But now they're outright knocking them off. They've got fact checkers. And if you break their system more than 3 times, you're out, you're gone. And they'll punish you, that kind of thing. There are ways of walking around that, though. I mean, think about it. Critically sit and think about how you can walk around that. You'll come up with some ideas.
Oh, well, we definitely do. We definitely do. I mean, I've gotten. I'm tired. I'm tired of the website getting hacked. I'm tired of the broadcast being stifled. So literally, myself and a couple other techies were like, you know what? If the CIA can't find it, which by all means, if they can't find it, well, it's on everything. We've got literally, and I'm not ashamed to say it. I'm very proud of myself. The website is running on my smartphone. Literally, okay. It's running on my smartphone. It's running on my server here. It's running on the server over in Missouri. It's running over on it gets everywhere and nowhere for them to attack. I'm tired of it, and I found out, with the help of some other people, we've come down. We've hit it, and the broadcast, Ms. Dolly, is right there on the website. These guys, again, they pay for the website. They pay for everything. They take care of our broadcast. That's simple as that, man. It's like, but there again, this. Whenever we say the word they, you and I know who we're talking about. Right. But there are those in the mix that are still waking up to this. Do you agree? So whenever you, me, Preston, and all of these guys up here say they, the word they, we talk they, who are they, Dolly? Let's start there.
The cabal. Literally, it's the cabal.
But who's that?
Well, every country on the planet has some form of membership in the cabal. Whether their people are in it or not, the way it works is like mafia. You have higher ups. It's very compartmentalized, and then there's so many at the very top. And you can almost point your finger at one, and I'm not going to say his name tonight because that would get us in instant trouble, and I'm not going there tonight. But you can bloody figure out who it is. And he's running everything, and he has minions everywhere, and everything is run through that cabal. And we've had presidents in it. We've had senators, congressmen, mayors, it goes through the ranks of everybody in this country. Canada's very heavily seated with it. England, all of them, Pakistan, all of the union. I think the only one that is not exactly in it, and he might be, I'm not sure, haven't made up my mind, would be Putin. Putin's kind of rogue. But, and then again, we don't know for sure. They're very secretive, and it's hard to say because he doesn't mix with any of them at all that we know of, because they're very private. So let's think about that for a minute. There are companies on this planet that make parts and engines and manufacture vehicles for them to work with, and they serve almost every country on the planet. Seriously serve them, and I won't say that out loud either, but I know of them personally, okay? And there's things going on the planet where everybody's working back and forth with one another. It isn't just China. China owns half the country already. They own all our debt. That was a deliberate act, okay? You wonder, when you're in the military and you find out that Fort Knox doesn't have gold anymore, where the hell did it go? China got it. They own our debt. And if we fault, our country goes into default, China will call the note, and that will screw us over big time. There are things that just are happening that people are unaware of because you're not told, because the media is not telling you the truth about anything. What you think you know, you don't know, not at all. There are things literally going on. I mean, I could talk all day long about all the things in this country right now that you need to really think about. Where's the war being fought right now? Why is it that country specifically? 2 reasons. They've got all the nitrates. These are fertilizers that we buy from them to run our farms in this country. We're not getting any right now. We haven't gotten any for over a year. Do you think we're going to have any good farm production this year? No, we're not. You think a lot of people are going to start starving? Yes, they are. They also have a nuclear facility that this country owns. It's a tech facility that develops new kinds of nuclear technology in that country. Think about what we're sitting on and why Putin wants it. There are things going on that you just don't know about, but if you could learn them, if you learn to look in the right places for it and read it completely, but you have to have an open mind, and you have to stop thinking everything they say is golden and the truth. It's not at all.
You kicked up something really, really interesting in the topic, and that is the war. Okay, you and I, we know that war, or me, you, and them. We know that war is profit to they. To they, war is profit. And our military personnel that we got up in here, they're smart. They're smart enough to know that what they can see the writing on the wall. Okay, and when it comes down to why this is get this blows my mind that I myself went into a chat group, right, where we talk about war, the Ukraine war in the United States. And here's the simple thing is this: let's just say, for instance, that we were in war with somebody, and somebody else was providing the enemy with goods, wouldn't they also become our enemy? They would, right? So it's funny whenever you go into a chat room on one of the platforms today, and you're like, oh yeah, we're at war with Russia, or we're at war with whatever, and they're like, we ourselves aren't. Oh yeah, we are, because we're aiding and abetting Ukraine.
Yep.
Okay, and the majority of these I call them shovel heads, or just like they need to bury their damn head in the sand. They've already got their head buried in the sand. They don't understand that we are aiding and abetting Ukraine. The war ain't ours, folks. It's not ours.
Well, I'll tell you something. The reason that Russia hasn't outright taken Ukraine is because we have facilities there, okay, and that are unknown to the public. And there's no way he's going to get in there and get that with us doing that willingly. And it's a big deal. And here, when you have nuclear capabilities, when you have a war machine that's incredibly, vastly well put together, and Ukraine's not that big, they could have gone in there and taken it overnight whenever they wanted to.
Sure.
Literally.
Hell yes.
But they haven't done it, and that's because they know if they push it too hard, they're going to dog them until they get something they want, and it's going to be them making deals with us or getting China to help them force us to give up certain things, and that facility is one of them. And everybody needs to wake up to that. That is a big deal over there,
Right.
and you need to look it up. Don't take my word for this. Look it up. It actually exists, and it's a big deal. And they just won't tell you the truth on the news. It's easy to find. Look for it. Just Google it. Is there a nuclear facility U.S. held in Ukraine? And you will get a big yes. It's there.
I'll bet we're attached to it too, aren't we?
Yes, we are.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of things that go on. There's a lot of backhanded dealings, open door cooperation between all the major nations in the world, and it's not helping us. It's helping them, and they're running it. And their narrative is so precise. They don't want you talking too much. They don't want you to know the truth. And this is what barbecues me right now. Is y'all think you live in a free country? You do not. We're about to be taken over. I'm going to bring this up because it's imperative. If you have friends, help your friends to understand that they need to start making. I don't know if it's going to do any good or not because of who's in office. But we have people coming in this country that we don't know who the hell they are. There's no paperwork to track them. And there's enough for an army. And it's mostly men coming over our border from multiple countries around the world. The fastest way I know to take over a country is to do it from within. And they've been working this out quite nicely. So you need to think about that too. Things are imminently about to start happening, imminently. And y'all need to just, pay some closer attention to it and start to not listen to their narrative and start reading for, go looking backhanded publications or real news sources. There are a few out there that are actually telling the truth about this. It's a big deal. You want to know why DeSantis sent people to the border? You want to know why, I think it's Virginia or Kentucky, somebody like that has said, Virginia has sent people to the border to help out stopping it. It's because it is now a critical mass problem. And why haven't we closed the borders completely? Why haven't we told Mexico, we're about to gun you down if you don't get out of here? We're sending them back. It's because they want them in here. They're letting them in here.
Somebody's getting paid for this, Miss Dolly. Somebody's getting kickback. Reach around or something.
Kickback. I think that they've got military in place in this country, and you don't realize it. That's what I think.
Would it be known as sleeper cells, Dolly?
Yes. Well, bigger than that. You got a whole army of men in this country that don't belong here. Why? Why is this happening?
Us hillbilly. I don't know.
Here's another inconvenient truth. When they come in, they're given a cell phone. They're given money. They know how to keep in contact with one another. Who are they talking to?
Oh, yes. AJ just says the UN. And I won't disagree with that because we all know this, and all of us hillbillies, this as well as I do. All the hillbillies with rifles say, oh, yeah, them blue helmets make great targets. I mean, that's the thing, though, Dolly. Those that we call the cabal that's bringing in UN, allowing the borders to be open, blah 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 blah. We know this. Andy Cassidy says follow the money. We realize that too.
Yeah, well, a lot of Americans should have been making it toward the border and demanding. We have the ability to say stop. But nobody's opened their mouth. Nobody's shown up in force to stop it. That's a long damn border, and there are a lot of states involved here. And none of us have raised a hand to say stop it, not the way we should have. Ask yourself why. And it's because people are mostly mesmerized by not thinking about it, like they're programmed not to. Very few people are concerned about it, and it's almost too late now. It's been going on for too long. I mean, there are at least 2 million undocumented people in this country right now in the last 3 years. 2 million. That's a lot. One
of our old school, excuse me, shout out to J-Bot, one of our older co-hosts here. He wants to point out that there's deep state military base under Chernobyl. And there's things that we don't really have a clue
I'm
about.
not so sure that anything would be under Chernobyl. That's a big deal. Chernobyl's still kind of hot. They lie about that too. That was a massive nuclear event. Okay, and there's a half-life to that type of radiation, and nobody's under it. Trust me, nobody's under it. They have stuff in Siberia. They went to Siberia. They got a lot of stuff everywhere. Um, I'm not going to talk about what I think about what's going on there, but they are they're dealing with the fact that this is a communist state and it's run, and they have a proletariat and all, but it's ineffective. They have one guy running the place, and people are not well off there at all, and it's a big deal. And they do what they're told because they have no choice. We still have a choice, but we're not doing anything about it, and that's the point. I want you all to ask yourself another question. Why is this happening? Why? What's going on that this has to be so important to have us all be run down like this and controlled? And there's a bigger issue out there, much bigger than you know, and y'all need to pay attention to that as well. So I'll clue you in a minute. It's called, we're in a 12,000 year cycle on this planet, and shit's about to hit the fan. And nobody's aware of that either because they lie about that too. They don't want you to know the truth. And there are people out there who are telling the truth, and they're not getting their message out as well as they want to.
Miss Dolly, if I can interrupt you for a second, is that what? Because again, you and I were talking off air a while back, and I this was what, 2 weeks ago? 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, we planned this discussion, and I'm like, you had mentioned the phrase "last man standing." I'm like, holy shit. That's a hell of a that. I'm not trying to use the words as, what it called fear porn. I'm not trying to use that as that, because you literally, the way you said it is literally the way you explained it. This is the fight for, this is the fight of our lives right here, and we're in it. So
it's real.
Let's talk about why we named this topic the Cabal, Last Man Standing.
Right.
There's a reason we come up with that. And I'm like, great topic to talk about. Those that don't know. So let's get into that. Why we named this the Last Man Standing.
The Cabal wants to survive. They want to be they're the 1% globally that want to be alive after all the shit hits the fan. And the reason they want to is because the planet is going to eventually experience in our solar system a micronova. And when that happens, you ain't going to make it. And what happens every 12,000 years on this planet is ETs come and get everybody and get them off. And just before that happens, and then it takes about 30,000 years before they bring humanity back to this planet, because the planet's screwed after that for a long time. The whole solar system is. They want to be the last man standing because they think if they are, ET will pick them up. Screw us. They want to be the ones. I find that funny as hell because they're not going to do that. They'll let them go with the planet because nobody wants to pick up that kind of evil, not even ET. ET wants nothing to do with them, has nothing to do with them, even though they lie about that too. And I find it hysterical. And it's a whole big thing. People are lied to on this planet about the fact that you think your body, this is it, one life, you're dead, you're gone. It's not true. This is a vehicle. We live in it long enough to be here for a while, and then we lose the body and move on to something else. So if we don't make it to the end to get picked up, physically picked up, we're still moving on somewhere else. It is going to happen to all of us. The two things you understand in life is you're born and you die. And would either die stupid or die awake. Take your pick. And it's time. This is happening. It's real. And they're trying to keep it from you so that they can round you up and take you out. And they're already trying to do it. They've been doing it for a while. Look at Africa. How many people have they slaughtered in that continent, and all those different countries? They're slaughtering people all over the world. Diseases, you name it. They got a new one coming from China that's coming after us again. They have designed all kinds of problems. And then here's this. ET's not here right now. They backed out. They backed out about a year and a half ago, and they're gone. They can't be here because they can't fly here during this transition period when
Now,
the pole's changing.
why?
They're not.
Let's talk about that for a second, because
Okay.
again, this cycle, I've shared on the broadcast here of the CIA document of the Great Pole Shift and what's happening right now. Again, this document was released in 2019 and talks about the pole shift, the magnetic poles shifting, and
That's
us
bigger than
losing
you
them.
know. Right.
Okay, kick
All
that
right.
one off.
Well, okay. We live in a solar system that is part of a galaxy. And we're on the outskirts of the galaxy. We're on the outer arms, way out there. And we revolve around, like we revolve around our sun, our solar system revolves around our galaxy. At the core of our galaxy, there's a black hole and a bunch of other stuff. How we revolve in our own galaxy, we revolve, we spin, and we're moving at the same time. You know, we're like a giant spin wheel that's going through space around this galaxy. There are different currents of energy going through the galaxy. Quasars cause issues, suns, bigger suns than ours cause issues. There's all kinds of things going on. Even that black hole shoots energy out, and they cause electromagnetic currents. They're wave currents. They go like this, okay, through space. Right. And they're huge. Our entire solar system, along with every other solar system in this wave's path, have hit 12,000 years. We go around it every 12,000 years, and we hit this particular wave. The first thing it does is it makes our sun change its polarity, which it has already done. It did it 150, almost 200 years ago. Now, all the planets in our solar system are changing their poles as well. You can see evidence of it. They're showing, look, Jupiter, the big red spot, where'd it go? It's getting smaller. Mercury's changed. Venus has changed. All kinds of things are happening because every single pole, if you've got a magnetosphere, the poles are changing on them. Mars is the only one that isn't, and it is still affected by it somewhat. This is a big deal because this causes calamity, catastrophic issues like volcanoes, hurricanes, bad weather, lightning. Our sun has caused these problems for us. Now, the planet ourselves, we're generally protected because we have a magnetosphere. But during the pole change, our magnetosphere loses resonance. In other words, it's not working as well. It's 40% down. Every time the sun, which is in solar maximum right now, it has CMEs all the time, coronal mass ejections. In solar maximum, there's a lot of them. You even have bigger coronal holes in the sun as well, which huge amounts of energy is coming at us from that. It's coming right through at us. We're taking gamma, we're taking all kinds of stuff. This is bad. It has been affecting us for the last 80 years, really bad. If you want to know why we have more cancer and autoimmune disorders and craziness and heart attacks and all of that, it's affecting our DNA. They know this for a fact, and I'll give you the proof that they got. NASA had two astronauts, two guys, identical twin brothers. One went up for a little over 378 days. He came back, his DNA no longer matched his brother. They proved that it derases your DNA, it breaks it down. Your DNA is responsible for holding up your body, your whole system, and keeping you normal, and now we're at risk. The reason CTs have been coming here like they have and checking everybody out is they've been holding up our DNA. They've been giving us things to drink, they're taking care of us. Now they're not here, and you're going to see massive problems because of that too. Because now you're going to see people literally going crazy in the streets because that kind of radiation messes with your brains. As these coronal mass ejections get more and more intense, and our magnetosphere goes down, we are at risk. In 1889, 85 maybe, I can't remember, 1889. We had the Carrington event. That was the first shot across our bow. That was an X-class.
Where it set the pole lines on fire and shit, right?
Oh yeah, burned everything up.
Right.
It was bad. Thank God we
remember.
weren't as advanced then as we are now. But there's a problem with being this advanced now. It's going to shove us into the Stone Age overnight. We're going to have one that is so bad, and it's coming. I'm not joking around. This is going to happen. It's in our future. We have this coming. It is going to down our grids globally, 10 miles deep into the ground. Bye-bye, see you, woo-woo. You're going to be living like the Flintstones. No refrigeration, no air conditioning, no cars, no lights, no nothing, no computers, no communications, nothing. Everybody will be on their own. everybody, including the governments.
Now hang on, because hang on, because everybody on the prepper community side, they've already, like, many that we know here have already said, well, I'm going to build a Faraday cage, and I'm going to this, I'm going to that. I mean, let me tell you what.
The smaller CMEs, it'll protect your stuff, but the one that's coming, the one that'll knock the grid down, will eat everything all the way 10 miles deep into the planet. No
Right.
Faraday cage will be able, because the Faraday cages themselves will melt. Okay? If it's
Right.
metal, it's going to melt. You say bye-bye to all your technology. It's gone. It won't be reclaimable, recoverable, nothing. You're done. And this has happened every 12,000 years to this planet. Then here comes the other thing. About 8 years after that, the sun has been gathering junk, garbage from this electromagnetic current. It's full of plasma, it's full of dust, it's full of dirt, rocks pelting the sun, and our sun has taken on a massive amount of materials on its surface. Our sun can only take so much of that, and it is going to blow it off. We will micronova. We have proof of micronovas. The latest one was Betelgeuse, Betelgeuse. We watched that in real time in 2019. That really happened. That does happen. Every single sun in the universe does this because there's lots of junk in space, and they all take stuff and they all pop it off. When there's a major nova, happens when the sun runs out of fuel, but a micronova happens when our sun is pelted with so much debris and crap, it's got to blow it off. It just pressure builds up on it and just happens. It is going to throw our planet over. We're already breaking loose of our mantle. We're already faster than a day. We are now less than 24 hours around the sun. We're speeding up. This is part of this cycle, okay? When that happens, when that micronova happens, it'll magnetically jerk us so hard, our crust will disengage from the mantle. Okay?
Right.
You know what kind of wind that makes? That wind will cut everything to shreds. It will take the entire surface of the earth off pretty damn deep. You're not safe. You can't dig deep enough for that. Mountains might protect you. Really deep mountains might protect you. But the heat from the mantle breaking loose will make lava of you. We can't be here. ET will come back in time to get us off. They can't be here right now with all this going on because they can't fly. They have to wait for the pole change to come and get us. And they will. Now, the assholes here, the cabal knows this. That's why they're going to the moon again right now, because they're not being warned off it because ET's not here. They're trying to figure out how they're going to be the last man standing. What do you think's going to happen to everybody else? What do you think the plans are for everybody else? Make up your mind whether you believe it or don't, but don't just make up your mind without looking into it. Look it up. Start investigating it yourself. Evaluate what I'm telling you, because it's real. I mean, you can look at our country alone. How many processing plants have burnt to the ground? How many shipping crises have happened? They know how to stop it.
We know that they are doing this shit on purpose. We know
Exactly.
this. They are doing this on purpose. I mean,
Yeah.
I myself have never seen a damn chicken farm go ablaze for no reason at all. You know what I'm saying?
That's why you have to learn how to be self-sustaining. You have to learn how to take care of yourself. And that means hunt, grow food, survive on your own, especially Stone Age style. There's a lot of people that won't make it through that, but some of them will. A lot of them will if they put their mind to it. This is called survival time. It's time to wake up. It's time for you to knowingly decide how you're going to live the rest of your life from this moment to that moment. In other words, either be happy, enjoy. My dad used to joke with me a lot. I've known this my whole life. We used to say, well, we're going to be the guys in the lawn chairs on the front lawn, and we're going to watch the incoming. It was a joke in my family. And then I was like, well, I don't know if I'm doing that because I'm busy. My dad always knew I was, but, he's like, okay, do what you have to do. That's the point. We all have to do.
You were raised by an Army Ranger, right? If I'm not mistaken, a Ranger.
Yes.
That is the badass of badasses right there. So
Yeah.
you are no stranger to that either. You know how to survive.
I grew up hunting, fishing, everything, all of it.
Get
I
this.
learned to arrange your way.
I just took 2 bands. I just took I'm not all. I've never been me. Look what I did. Look what I did. But I just took 2 bands over to Pennsylvania,
Nice.
Olympus Mons and the Gatherers of Eve, my band, and actually, yeah, and we had a great time. Let me share something with you. We took
Okay.
up the primitive side of the camping site. Okay, now mind you, I'm an ex Boy Scout. Well, actually, I'm once a Boy Scout, always a Boy Scout. But it blew my mind that these people had no idea how to even fucking boil water on a fire. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm not
Right.
kidding you.
I know. Well, they did it to everybody on purpose. They made you city people. They made you unable to take care of yourself. They gave you every good thing they could think of to make you lazy, stupid, and vulnerable. And now they are. It's crazy.
The two things that we are taught in Boy Scouts to survive with, the two things, fire and water. Okay,
Right.
now here, if you ain't got water, you use fire, and you can make water. No shit. So
Yeah, I know.
fire and water. If you don't have fire and water, you're pretty much screwed. So that's what I'm saying is it blew my mind that I went over there in 2023, and these people couldn't even make coffee water.
Yeah, well, it's going to be a hard problem to get good water anyway. Think about that. They've poisoned every river, lake, and stream in this country. The oceans are back.
Oh yes.
It's serious. I mean, you need to know how to save a decent water that you can either pot or drink right away. That's the kind of thing. You need to be able to accumulate the things that you need to survive. You need to think about what it is. Metal isn't going to do you any good, so you need things that will survive a meltdown. That's not easy. You're going to learn how to use a bow. You'll learn how to use a wooden slingshot, things like that. Plastics are not that bad in certain circumstances, and this would be one of those situations where certain plastic things like water retainers and things like that you need to have.
Now, are you talking about if we survive this cataclysm?
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying? If you survive the cataclysm?
You gotta survive the government first. That's it. The government first. You have to put it in your mind that you're going to survive what they're about to unleash on us. If you survive that, you're in a good position to survive what else is coming, literally. And it's my fond wish. This is just me personally. I wish the damn CME would happen now and just go ahead and knock us out, because
Let's do it.
stops them from doing the deed to us. Okay?
I'm good. You know this. I'm good. I will. If there's a bomb in Cleveland, let me know. I'm going straight to bombs down zero. I mean, you already know. I am not wanting to fight with anybody. I'll be damned if I'm gonna kill any of these people for food. Just you let me know where ground zero is. We'll go.
Oh, you're gonna take the hit, okay?
You already.
Yeah.
I could give 2 shits. I am done fighting these people.
Yeah. Yep. The only reason I'm around is because I gave a promise. I learned how to do what I have to do, and it's to say I'm going to help people make good decisions and help show them the way a little bit. And then I'm part of the group that if I'm still here, because I'm in it with y'all, I abandoned myself to this place. I could have already left with them and been ready to come back, but I didn't. I'm sitting here like a jackass, and I'm going to be with y'all, okay? And if I survive it long enough to get back on board, I'll be with them as we get everybody off.
Now you sound like Alexa Jameson. Now you sound like her saying, "It's my choice to be back." What the hell's wrong with you ladies?
I don't know. I don't know. Somebody talked me into it, I swear. I'm not kidding you.
Preston, somebody needs to check Dolly for she crazy. She's losing her shit. She come back here for this. If you had your opportunity, Dolly, why? Let me ask you, why? Is it compassion?
No, it's because I love the truth. I'm on the verge of never coming back here again. That's it. This is my last ride, and I'm doing what I have to do. It's my karma. I'm living out the last of what I'm doing here, and that means helping everybody the best I can. It's my last. sacrifice, I guess is the word I could put it, for helping.
Well, thank you. Seriously,
That's all
thank you. Thank you for
Yeah.
being, because again, you guys, I don't really, I talked to you, and I want to tell everybody here, I want you to share the truth on this channel. Okay, we'll work it out to where you can bring the truth with Preston. You guys make a hell of a good team, and you fit right in with this little tribe, clan, whatever we are here. Okay.
Yeah.
I think that you fit. You fit. And Preston,
I'm glad.
not kissing his ass. I love him as a writer. Okay.
Listen, he's always known that he was going to do this, even from a small kid. He started writing when he was little, and he's always been one to, do the truth. I mean, he's educated. He went to college. He's got a degree. He started writing books young. He's written right now. He's got 30 on the table and 3 more about to drop. He is obsessed with humanity, making through this aware. That's his goal. That's his mission, and he'll tell you that to your face.
I'm down for that. I am down for everybody being aware of what's coming. I'm also damn sure down and being aware of everybody knowing what's going on, who they are, because again, they don't target. We've interviewed TIs here, targeted individuals, and the cabal target these people. They target you, your own self, in a specific way. They target me in a specific way. I mean, why?
People that they will annihilate or take off the planet are the ones that are close enough or high enough placed to cause real trouble for them. We're all peons to them, and they feel like they're going to deal with us later no matter what. So right now we're in the catbird seat with that. In other words, we can speak the truth. We are free to do so, even though they're giving us a hard time about it, but they're not going to physically come after us yet. That day is ahead of us, and it'll be everybody at the same time. The ones that you see not making it are, like Kennedy. He knew what was going on. They took him out. There were a few others, his brother as well. There are a few others. I mean, there are many, many others who are not walking on this planet anymore because they were in a position to tell the truth and really cause trouble to their narrative, to what they have planned. And that's sad and weird to me to watch, because
I have a question. I have a question for you, and that is this: with what we share, you already, I think by now, my belief system in knowing, loving source energy, source, right? It's not even nameable. It's not choreographical. It's not, you can't contain it.
Right.
So what with what you speak about and talk about, how does those inbox religions, the inbox communities, how are they looking at your content? Because I don't know. I don't know. I know how they take my content. They're like, oh, you're whacked, and well, if you don't believe in this, then well, you're just crazy, and well, you just need Jesus.
Some people think that I need talking to. Some people think that I just need to be pulled back into the fold, things like that I need to be more religious or whatever, or I need to realize what is what, according to the way that they view their religion and what they believe. And most people don't realize that the religions of the world, even though they, a good con has a little bit of truth and then a lot of con.
Right.
And religions are kind of like that. I'm not calling it that outright, but there are a lot of problems with religions in that they control people, they control their minds, they control their heart, and they make you believe things that are false and not true. And the number one falsity that I can just tell you right off the bat, everybody should think this one through, clearly think this through. If you believe in a God that has a big stick and he's going to send you to hell, and the only way you're redeemable is through somebody else that you have to give up your personal freedom to, there's a problem. E.T. doesn't believe that. ETs believe in the all mind. The entire existence is conscious. We're all in it together. We're on source together. And there is no such thing as going to hell. There is no such thing as God has a big stick or he has a son that you absolutely have to give control of yourself to be redeemable in any way. We're all the same. We're all the children in this interesting, vast, conscious universe. And that makes me sad when I think about it, that there are people who are wearing blinders and so close-minded that they don't see the truth of what is really going on around them. And one of the ways they control that is, a long time ago, they found out if they messed up your pineal gland in your brain, you couldn't communicate with the universe. You can't hear the all mind talking because your psychic ability is zero almost. Most people are a little bit psychic, but not where you ought to be. And it's because your pineal gland's gummed up. They found ways of making you toxic, of calcifying your pineal gland with things like fluoride and stuff like that. So you have no clue whether your religion is right or wrong. You just have to believe. I'm telling you, if you wake up, you use your abilities, clean your body up, get all the toxins out of it, open your pineal gland to get it to turn on again, you'll learn the truth. Instantly, rapidly learn the truth. You'll hear it. It's not a joke. It's real. If you're a parent, you have little kids and they see things and they hear things, and don't tell them they're stupid. They're using their God-given gift, the all mind, the universe, the way it works. Everybody operates on this level. All of us should be able to communicate this way. It's sad to me. You don't know the difference between real love and why hate is such a stupid thing. Or, they say diversity. There's no diversity. We're all the same thing. We're all one. ET's number one message to humanity literally is this: we are you, you are us, and we are one. We're all the same thing. We all have DNA. We're all related to one another, universe-wide. We all have animals. We all have plants and trees and rocks and bees. It's we're all the same. There's nothing weird going on. Symmetry. It's all symmetry in our universe. And they don't want you using your abilities at all. If you have kids and they start proving to you they're psychic, let them be. Don't tell them they're wrong. Don't tell them they're weird. Let them be. You can join them by cleaning up your act, losing all the stupid stuff you've been taught, lose the fear, just relax and let it happen. It'll happen. You'll hear it. No kidding.
Is that why you said, because it's like you and I talked before, prior, and it's like you said, it's you already know that you can tell my spirit has made up its mind. I'm fucking done.
Right. You want to? I know.
I'm done. I mean, it's not that I don't love these people, okay, or whatnot. I do. I love them, regardless of whatever they want to believe. You want to believe?
Yeah, but you still have to live the life that you are supposed to live. Your destiny is your destiny. You have to do your thing. Everybody knows what that is. We're all of us on a path. All of us have to learn. All of us have to attain wisdom. And wisdom's your only ticket out of here. I'm not kidding you. We all come to a physical realm to gain wisdom, to employ knowledge of what we know. Instead, we've been taught to employ stupid stuff, hate, anger, dissimilar beliefs, thinking that we're all different races. We are not. We are one race. We're Homo sapiens sapien, period. We might look different, but that's nothing. It's just an environmental change in our DNA that causes us to look this way. That's it. We all bleed red blood. We all have the same blood types, or the same 4 groups. We have everything the same. We have bones, teeth, mouths, eyes. We're the same. And yet you've been told there's something wrong if this person looks different from you. Fear them. Think they're wrong. Think they're stupid. It's ridiculous.
Oh yeah, it's the divide and conquer. So I've got a really good dude up in here that's primarily a black spawn of me. Same birth date. We see a lot of I mean he's I think really I mean his name is Percy Littleton, and they, I know right now they don't like him. He's a black man. He's woke. He gets along with me, and him and I would probably share a meal together with no problem. So he's got, besides that, he's a military guy. They really don't like his ass because he's a woke. I mean, really, You see what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
the divide and conquer, it's always been blacks, whites, girls, guys, he's, she's. Here's the kicker. I was almost going to make a meme today that said, again, I was looking to get banned from Facebook on this one. I was literally going to make a meme for everybody to share of two things, and that would be the male sperm and the female egg, and say here's my pronouns: the sperm and the egg. There are no divisions, and there's no third anything. You've got a male sperm and an egg. You tell me where the pronouns are other than those two things right there.
You want to know why we have sexes the way we do? Okay, male and female, and why our DNA is halved in sperm and in egg, and the two halves come together to make a whole. That's how we rotate our DNA around to keep the diversity of our DNA going. It strengthens our DNA, so two become one. That's a thing. And it's a thing throughout the universe. Everybody breeds the same way. They all have babies. We have a huge kingdom of animals. We see it in them, and we see it in the ETs. They do the same thing we do. It is ridiculous to me to think that, and now they're trying to invent more, or letting people think that it's okay to not be. I mean, that's where insanity is employed right now. It's horrifying to me to think about what people are thinking about. You know, it's like you have to be okay inside head in your own body. You were born with this body. You came here for this body. You're learning the lessons of this body. You can't change what you decided to do to begin with. To do so X's out your whole reason for being here, and it's a dumb, stupid thing to do to yourself. This is truly dying stupid. I'm not kidding you.
Okay.
You need to enjoy being who you are. To do that, you understand who you are. You realize who you are. You employ everything you learn as who you are. We are all individuals. We all have to learn our own way, our own path. And people are doing crazy stuff.
Yeah.
It's just crazy. Like they've lost their minds. There's nothing wrong with being male or female. We change sexes throughout eternity. Sometimes you're a guy, sometimes you're a girl when you come back. You learn the lessons of each. You don't have to physically go and have terrible, horrible surgery to mutilate yourself to do that in this one body. You don't. And that's
Miss Dolly, that the way I see this is I was really pissed at my city because they actually come up with a sponsorship program and an enrollment program for those that wanted to come to work and feel safe and feel secure in who they are. Now, with that being said, I had to bust my mayor's balls by saying, why do I gotta pay for his surgery? If he feels like that, then. But
see, that's the whole thing. They win and we lose with that attitude. You know why?
Why?
They're the ones that decided we were all different.
Oh.
They were the ones that told us.
My bad.
They were the ones that told us this is their plan. They have organized and constructed this entire scenario.
Ding, ding.
Okay. So what I do, and I'm not joking around, is okay. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna read you something that my contact Todd said. It's in the book. It's the very first thing, and I want you to hear it. Okay.
All right.
This is E.T. talking to humanity. All right. He says, "Be strong in love. Love is what carries through. Love is what heals. Love is the strength of life. Love has no limit. Therefore, let love become who you are." That's a big one. Become who you are. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Let love evolve to its fruition. Let the light that is love burn bright. Let its wisdom guide you to higher understanding, and let its power move you to teach its power to others. Love. Be strong in love. And that literally means love begins in here with you. Each of us, if we are love, we become love, and we express love. It fixes everything. Everybody's coming together in love, period. It changes the rhetoric. It changes the conversation. It changes the circumstances. It stops hate. It stops violence. It stops all of it.
I agree with you. I agree with everything you said.
While these assholes are walking around and telling us that we have to hate each other and that it's okay to be not happy with your body and that you can have surgery, blah, 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 blah. Why don't you just learn to love yourself for who you are and then walk
Bingo.
out?
Oh my
and
God.
walk
Oh my
out
God. I got.
in love. So
gotta
I
drop my-
try to practice that when I go out in public, and I'm here now. I'll tell you point blank, there isn't a human being on this earth that I won't say I love you to. I do.
I agree.
I am
Dolly.
I'm
Bingo.
expressive.
Mic
Yeah.
drop. Okay, it's really. Here's the thing. Where I'm at with that one is I told them, he's like, the mayor is like, well, we just want them to feel, how God made them to be. I'm like, dude, you just already said how God made me. I said I'm glad that you said that. Hook, line, and sinker. God made Joe a guy. Joe just happened to fucking get hit with a bus somehow and now thinks he's a girl. Ain't my fault. I'm gonna love Joe either or. I don't give a
You gotta
shit.
love them anyway. Yeah, I know. You gotta love them every way anyway. But what we gotta do is like when the censuses come out and it says, what are you? What ethnicity are you? Blah, 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 blah. Quit telling them you're anything. Just
I agree with you. I totally agree.
I'm a human. I write human a lot, okay? And I refuse to tell you what I am.
It doesn't matter.
That's your own business. It doesn't matter. You're exactly right.
To
And
me,
then if somebody says,
right.
what are you, cis, or are you bi, or binary, or gay, or lesbian, or whatever? You know what? I look at them and I say, I'm a human being and I have the full capacity to love. Thank you very much. That's all you gotta know
you
about.
can't argue with that. You fucking can't. You can't argue with that. You know what I'm saying? You can't. It doesn't matter if
It gives you confidence. It gives you everything you need to know about yourself. Everything that everybody else needs to know about you. I'm a human being. I'm coming from love. I'm talking to you like a human being, and I will always be good and honest with you. Period. The end. That's it. That's all you need.
Now this is where you and I we agree on this. We all agree on this. But the problem is again, the separation isn't between me and you or me, you, and these people. It's about them, the cabal. They want us again, blacks versus whites, female versus male. They want us fighting.
See what you got to do there? What you have to do there is when you see the news and it inflames you, okay? You're getting mad about it. Stop.
The disharmony.
Let it go. Walk away from it. Every time you walk into a situation like that and you see it going bad, turn around and walk the other way. No.
Oh,
Okay?
easier said than done. Easier said than done, man. Easier said than done.
Let it go. Let it go. Just walk away. Let them be assholes. They will have nobody left to be assholes too if we all walk away.
And, oh man, Hanson Scott Jeff says show photo. No, this dude right here, I don't know him. Hanson Scott Jeff just said show photos of the laptop from hell. Now, with that being said, nobody even mentioned nobody's name, did he? He said he didn't say, but I'm telling you right now, I know exactly what the fuck he's saying. I know exactly, and we know what he's talking about.
Right.
He's talking.
Yeah, but see, that's all gossip. Okay. Are you loving somebody if you're gossiping about them?
No.
Are you loving somebody if you tell stories about them? Are you loving somebody if you allow this person's life to become unbearable because they've got all this shit coming at them? No. That's gossip. We should stop that. Shut up. Let it go. That's what love does. Love doesn't let you participate in the stupid. This is I'm sorry, it's stupid behavior. Stop it. Just let it go. The hardest thing I had to learn growing up, and I'm a Valkyrie from the get-go. I'm a military daughter, and I am Viking as hell. I have every single ethnicity that is bad behavior, okay? I can survive, no problem in it, and I won't tolerate bullshit from anybody.
Right.
But I had to wake up one day, he taught me this. Why are you mad? Why are you upset? What's eating at you? Well, this, and this. And it's like, why is it affecting you? Well, but I'm supposed to, and no, you're not. You're you, take care of you. If we take care of each of us first, the rest falls into place. If we see somebody within 5 feet of us needs help, help that person. Help anybody in your vicinity. Take care of everybody in your vicinity. If we all did that, the world would change overnight. Okay? We would open up. We would stop harming ourselves. We would stop letting the cabal harm us. You know, they got enough. We got enough issues together as a humanity of dealing with all the crap they put on us throughout our lifetimes. You
True.
can't even walk through life without being told you need a license. You got laws. You got rules. Now we can't say certain things. We have to watch what we say. You know, if you're talking from truth and from love, there should be no problem with that. But those who are lying, those who are driving the narrative and trying to control us like slaves are pushing these narratives. They're pushing this on us, and we're gladly walking with it. Let it go. You know,
True.
just let it go. Tell them, I got better things to do with my life. No kidding. We have a lot coming at us, and we need to pay attention to that. I don't give a damn who they're going to elect president right now. I don't
Me
give
either.
a damn
I
about
could
any of
care
that.
less.
I don't even
I
turn
could
on
care
listen
less.
to it. And when I do, I go, oh, well, here we go again. I just shut it off. You know,
Oh,
it's
man.
like, no, 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 no. I'm just living my life and doing the best I can. I decided to live in joy. Okay. I'm going to be happy. I'm going to speak the truth. I'm going to tell everybody what's what, the truth. Okay. And do the best I can to teach what I can, where I can, when I can. That's it.
I gotta
You know?
pin this. I gotta pin this. This is my boy. Okay.
Okay.
Army door kicker, Mr. Percy Littleton. Love does not, now mind you, he says, love does not let crimes against humanity go unpunished. Judge not yet ye judged. But come on. I cannot not, I definitely agree with what he just said.
I will tell you about that. This is what I had to learn from ET. They're very protective. Okay. And that's how you come through this. We don't need to go fight world wars. If it's in your doorstep, if it's in your neighborhood, if it's in the area that you're in and you see an injustice happening, protect. You don't have to fight, protect. Okay? That's one of the most important things you can do. If you come around my family and you start effing with me or my family, I will protect them. I will try to do the best I can. If you have murder on your mind, trust me, I will deal with you. I have no problems with that. If you have avarice on your mind or want to do stupid stuff, I will protect. And that's how we all need to learn to be. A good soldier soldiers from home first, okay, and moves outward from there. And
Right.
you move through life that way. If you have an army coming at you, you protect your family. Militias, things like that, I do see those things as necessary. That's how this country was formed. This country was formed by militias. Had the right to have and bear arms to protect ourselves. Okay, these rights are being taken away from us, and this is harming us in ways you can't even imagine. Because now there's crap coming at us that is so bad, and they don't want you to fight. They want you to put criminals in jail. They don't want you to report anything. Store owners are not allowed to defend themselves. They're taking away our defense, our protection of ourselves. I don't need to join the army to protect. I can protect from home.
Do you see this
know?
comment? Earl Fields has got a really good question. Why doesn't ET just take out the cabal?
Because we're assholes. We let them do it to ourselves. This is centuries and centuries. This last 12,000 years, they have watched us create this problem. And if we're going to learn anything, if we're going to evolve, if we're going to emotionally mature, responsibly mature, spiritually mature, mentally mature, we have to take care of this ourselves. We have to protect ourselves from the cabal and teach them no. Okay? Now we're running out of time. I want you to think about this. They ran out of time trying to help us. They did every good thing they could think of to help us help ourselves, and we weren't having any of it. It's our fault. This is our planet. This is our lives. We are who we are together, and this was our job to evolve, and we're not doing it. That's why they're not going to overrun us. They would be doing a terrible disservice to us. We will learn nothing. You don't teach your children to be succubus their entire life. You give them what they need to know. You help them learn the best way to go, and then you let them go to do it.
Right.
We're on our own, literally.
You know, Dolly, this. But by the way, everybody, we're gonna buy you a battery for the smoke detector.
No, it's an alert. I have an alert on, and it's for me. So sorry.
It's all good. They were just laughing at it. They were cut and shine.
Yeah, it's not a smoke detector. I'm so sorry about that. You're gonna hear beeping for a minute. This is. I can't explain it. I'm not allowed to.
It's all good. It's all good. J-Bot was going to give you a battery for your smoke detector.
Yeah. Sorry.
So look, okay. Here, what this is the thing you said. Okay, protection. Okay, this is a really. I don't know. I do not know why. Don't know why. Used to have a lady call the show. We talked about Save the Children all the time.
Right.
The thing is, whenever we started talking about that specific topic, and I got involved in talking about the cabal and saving the children, I emotionally get destroyed. Somewhere inside me, I have no idea why, but talking about that specific topic totally fucks me up for days. Okay,
innocence doesn't deserve any of this. It's up to all of us to protect them first, literally. You know.
So what are we doing?
In your town, rise up. In your cities, rise up. Say, okay, we love that we have laws and everything, but they're not working for us right now, and we have the right, as a state, as a town, as a city, to intervene as a group when things aren't going right. The federal government has been slowly but surely taking everything over. We're being ruled by these people now. It's become bad. Think about it. We started this country not to have a government ruling over us. No principality, no ruler, no nothing.
Right.
We take care of ourselves. We need to start right at home in our own cities. If we get word that something's going on, we got a police force, they should be talking to us, we should be talking to them. Let's all go out, let's get this person, let's prosecute this person, do whatever needs to be done, keep our children safe. We have to keep each other's children safe. We need to work together in our own cities, in our own towns, in our own neighborhoods to help one another right now. It is an imperative. We need to grow up. We need to stop expecting everybody else to do the job for us. We need to do it for ourselves. That's real hard to get through to some people.
Damn.
You know, they sit on their ass and they think, oh, no, you know, this is this and I pay taxes for this. No, you don't pay taxes for that. You pay taxes for this government to take control of you.
Oh, but it's okay. It's okay. It's a complete. Again, going back to what we were talking about. Honest to God, I'm not gonna say her name, Sharon. I'm not gonna say her last name, but she was literally trying to debate me because she was in a fit she wanted to cut the balls off of little Billy because Billy thought that Billy was the girl. At 12 years old, are you kidding me?
It's none of their damn business. I know. This child deserves to be protected.
At 12.
No.
I'm like, are you kidding me?
It's a medical fact. They know this medically. They know this, that your brains aren't set as an adult till you're 26 years old. The laws were 21. Now they're 18. God,
man, they keep going up, don't they? They keep getting dumber.
Yeah. Your children nobody has the right to interfere in parents' rights, but parents don't have the right to interfere in their children's lives like that either. We're responsible for them. We must bring them up responsibly. We must protect them.
I agree.
We must give them a good life so that they make life on their own and teach them in the way they should go. This is ridiculous. It's coming unglued. The federal governments have put this in people's head. They teach them in the colleges. Oh my God. When I went to college,
oh my God.
Was starting years and years and years ago, I had a couple of professors that I sat there and I thought, oh, this is not good. How am I going to get out of this class? And I couldn't. I had to take the class. So I decided to get the books, get the source of the class, figure out what was going to come and hit me test-wise. I read everything, taught myself, and then went and said, I'm clepping, give me the test. Took the test and got the hell out of there because I don't want to hear what they had to say. I'm already an adult. I already can think for myself. I don't need you to tell me what it's supposed to be in life. It's not your job. I need good education from you, not personal attacks on my morals or on my belief systems or on anything. I'm me. You are you. Stay out of it. And that was then, and now it's an indoctrination. It's indoctrination from the get-go, all the way down to preschool. It's crazy. It's really crazy.
Let me throw this out there because I don't want anybody thinking that I'm anti-LGBTQ. I am not. If you heard me, I don't give a shit what you want to be, what you want to do. The thing is this child is not even thinking clearly. He is too young to even make his decisions.
What it is, it's child abuse, and you're not allowed to abuse your children mentally, sexually. Or
I mean, LGBT, I could give two shits. I don't care what Joe, Larry, Chris, and whatever you want to be. But at that age, you can't even.
I'm not even going to argue with them. It's sexual child abuse. I'm a registered nurse. I know this.
Yes.
And they got to stop doing it, and we need to draw the line at abuse. And
Yes,
the government is condoning, it's allowing abuse of children in ways you can. I mean, watch what's happening. It's terrible. Humanity is humanity, and you have a right to be who you want to be.
I completely agree.
I have no right to judge you whatsoever.
No.
And you don't have a right to tell me that I have to do this because it's the only way you feel normal. That's not okay.
I'm with you. Totally with you.
Let's not go there anymore. Just stop. You don't harm children anymore. Don't harm them mentally, sexually, physically, none of it. And forcing sexual anything on a child before they're old enough to make that decision for themselves.
I'm with Jay Boss. Stay the hell away from our kids, man.
Yeah.
Stay away from our kids.
The government doesn't have a right to slam it down our throats or give these people the ability to use that as an excuse to get what they want. It's not okay. You're not taking care of your children properly. You're not loving them and cherishing them and teaching them properly. If you do that, it's not okay. It is a physical attack, a mental attack on your child. It is a sexual attack. You shouldn't be talking sex to your kid. It's like, okay, I'm going to give you personal advice. Okay, my personal advice. This is what I did for myself.
Okay.
I have a daughter, and I love her very much, and I never ever told her who she was or who she had to be. She got to choose for herself, okay? She went through life and she made her own decisions, and she's very much an adult and on her own, and she's a great person, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I did not allow anybody to come near her and make those decisions for her either, okay? I did not allow anybody, no one, nothing, to have their way with her at all.
Right.
And as much as I could. Now, she lived in the world with me. She went to public school, and there was some indoctrination going on there, but I was hoping that she was at least learned the values before she was 7 to move through her life, which she did. She's a very strong person. It is amazing to me that I see parents look at me and say, and tell me who I am and how I have to act around their family. And it's like, wow, that's a breakdown of society. If we can't treat each other openly and honestly and be forthright to one another and accommodating to one another in a positive way, this is not good. Going straight to anarchy. It's anarchy. We don't have any moral rules or responsibility rules anymore. It's 6 ways this and 7 ways that, and nobody knows what's going on, and people are fighting each other and saying, well, I condemn you because you're not allowed. And it's like, oh my God.
Right. Yes.
Let's just get along. Let's just get along. Please.
But that's the thing. They don't want us to get along, Dolly. They don't want us to get along.
I know. And the truth is, crap's about to happen, and they don't want us to get along because they're about to come after us. You got pictures I sent you. You want to put them up?
Hang on a second. I'm trying to get the switchboard going here.
Okay.
1 second.
Oh, you're gonna put a phone call on, aren't you?
Oh,
okay.
I'm getting the switchboard ready for because I have no problem with opening lines up here in a second.
Okay.
But yes, let me get over to that.
Let's give them something to talk about.
Well, I need to find the screen here. I've got one. There you are. There's that. I got it, Dolly.
There.
Hang on 1 second. You got all right.
One.
There. All right.
Okay.
Let me get this over and to where I can share the screen totally.
Okay.
Because again, I didn't really have it. I didn't know we were gonna share shit, but that's okay. Let me make sure that this is where we're at. Window capture. No, there. Bingo. There we go. All right. So what am I looking at? Because
this is a E.T. Craft And this is my ride. This is Talata. I fly this craft. I was at UFO MegaCon. I had to travel all day, 2 different flights, flying to Las Vegas and then ride with a friend from Las Vegas to Laughlin, Nevada, which is like a 2-hour trip through the Mojave. Okay. And when I got there, I was tired off my butt. My friend Yvonne Watson, who's a researcher, was with me, and said, we got to go outside after we got to the Airbnb, which is why I said, because they're here. And I went out, and you're seeing pictures that I've been begging Talata for a long time. Let me get some really good footage. I'm coming out. I need footage. So this is a still of him.
Okay.
One side of him is lit up really bright. There's the little line is lights along the craft.
This one
So
here.
yeah,
Okay.
that's the craft. Okay.
All right. And what is this?
Okay. This is another craft. This isn't
Damn it.
Talata. That's
Damn it. Sorry.
okay. This is a still of another craft dropping drones. And you can see the line coming down, and you can see little breaks in the line. Those are different drones coming down. There's 4 in that picture, and they're dropping drones. He was, I'm protected, and they drop drones wherever I go to keep an eye on me. They stay close to me. Most of them are cloaked. You can't see them, and they were in the process of dropping protective drones around me. Go ahead.
Let me try. I'm going to try to get to.
The video.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, there he is. He's dropping drones. It's one of the guys.
All right. So let's make sure.
It's hard to see for us. When he drops the drone, you'll see it happen.
Is it?
Okay.
I don't even,
Oh, come on. You can let me see.
come on.
Thank
There.
you.
There you go.
All right. There we go. It's right in the middle of the screen.
Oh, there he goes again.
You actually caught that with your.
Yeah. Yeah, there was a deliberate act on their part. They were letting me film. I had to have proof, so I got actual.
I'm so tired.
Holy shit! I'm trying to follow it around the screen.
Yeah, don't worry about it. He moves like a bad only
Okay,
hard
we're gonna
to.
try
Right?
tonight. He's gonna be
Yeah.
back.
Hang on a second.
Okay, do the next one. I get better shots of him.
All right.
Yep, there he is. He's
So
dropping drones.
there's that. Here we go. Let me zoom in on this for everybody. I got the sound muted for some. There we go.
You're gonna hear me cussing. I'm so sorry.
It's all right. You're all right.
Yeah,
Holy shit!
that's Talata.
I know. I'm gonna go lay down. I promise.
Now,
Preston will be here tomorrow. I promise.
are we talking? Hey, I gotta stop your video for a second. All right. So that. All right, you're saying. Hang on. Let me go back. This is interesting as hell.
There are
Oh, there's
3
a
up
whole
there.
fucking
There's
bunch
the
of
one
them
that
up
was
there.
dropping the drones. There's one on the left. That's a protective
I see
craft,
it.
and then
There-
Talata's on the right. Yeah. Talata doesn't fly alone. He always flies with other craft. No ET really flies alone. They always got others with them.
I
That's
know.
a wolf.
I'm gonna go lay down. I promise. Preston
Yeah,
will be
I
here
was
tomorrow.
tired.
Wow.
I was, yeah.
Okay.
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 Can you do the other one? I got a really good
Okay,
shot
I
of
gotta
him.
stop.
So was that all or no?
No, there's another one.
Ooh.
There we go. There he is.
Hang on. I'm working on it.
Come here. Look at my camera.
I see it.
Holy shit.
He's gonna do a flyby. I asked for it. We're getting it. They told me to start looking.
What the?
Yeah, triar.
Holy shit, Dolly.
Yeah, he came down the next night for Preston too. Preston was like, "Holy crap!" He couldn't believe his eyes. He was like, "Oh my God, it's real! It's real! It's real!" I was
Come here,
like,
look at my
"It's
camera.
real."
I see it.
Oh my god. All right. So
He's gonna do a flyby.
what the hell, man?
Dude, I got some more pictures below the videos too.
I got.
want
I,
to see them.
I'm going.
I got a still
just-
of that. You see it really, really well.
I just went back to you and me. Your screen and my screens. Let me go
Okay.
back. Hang on. That no. Is this considered the light body vehicle? Is this considered the what we know?
No, Talata's pretty damn big. He's about 250, between 250 and 280 feet in diameter. He is a very big craft.
So
Landing for him is an issue. Yeah,
all right, so this is not what's considered the Merkaba,
there he is. The
right?
what? No, no. Can I tell you the secret about a Merkaba? That's somebody's imagination going wild. No such thing. This is Talata right there.
Holy
That's
shit!
what it looks like close.
I can't even get it on the screen. I'm having to like shrink the screen. So everybody, hang on a second.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. We came down in Turkey 2007, 2008, 2009, and 2010, and they got films of him, of us.
We're looking at a ship. What kind of a ship is this?
He's huge. He's a boomerang. You're seeing him from a different thing. At the end of the boomerangs are these like little hooks, and when they fly together, they hook together and they fly in line.
Okay.
Yeah. He's on batteries right there in that shot. The battery.
Holy shit. All right. Wow.
Yeah.
Damn it, Dolly. All right. I really don't know.
That one is a cool one. I like that one because it just shows his two front. Like you saw that craft, the big one, right?
Yeah.
You saw the two front, the way it faces a certain way. He's the emitters are pointing that way. Okay. He's not turned to face you. If he's turned to face you, you see him like with the big bright light on the right side and then the long strip. That's the front of the craft. And yeah. It's very cool.
Okay. I've got the phone lines open up. If anybody wants to call Dolly, I did not have a chance to put them in the description of the show. I did not put them in the description of the show, so I'm going to leave this up here for a second. A lot of people know the broadcast numbers, but Dolly, here's the kicker. Okay, with what I just shared, the cabal knows about this. They know about these. They know about these vehicles.
Yeah, when we went to Laughlin, when he followed me from where I was living to Las Vegas, they flew over me, and when we got to Las Vegas, they were sighted. It was on the news in Las Vegas. My friend Yvonne Watson said, "Oh my God, you're on the news! He's on the news!" You know, they saw him, and then when he went to Laughlin, we knew that they knew he was there, and they stayed the hell away from him because he's not somebody you play with. And he only stayed long enough to give me sight. He came down 2 other nights, and that's it. And he went out to where it was safe to wait for me to leave, and then he followed me home. Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Well, here's the kicker. At an hour and 45 minutes, I don't want to keep you too long. It's an hour, and I figured we was gonna do the broadcast for about an hour and a half, because I want to edit this and get this to you and Preston.
Coffee, it's okay. Yeah.
Yeah, me too. So I want to edit this, get it to you and Preston. You know this. Everybody does. I don't chop up the video. I don't make Dolly say things Dolly didn't say, or anybody. So what you seen, what you heard, we talked about is her words, my words. It is what it is. So my question, I guess my end statement is, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do as humanity when the shit really hits the fan? Do you think that we're gonna turn on one another?
From this moment forward, you all need to do 2 things. A, you need to get enough food and water to survive a year or 2 years out. Okay.
Okay.
You must do that for yourselves. You must figure out how you're going to heat things up, stay warm, or stay cool.
Recording started.
I got you.
And you have to think about how to remain safe from what the governments are about to start doing. If you're in the city and they tell you to go here, do not go there. Go somewhere else. Get out.
Well, of course not. Drink the purple Kool-Aid, Dolly.
And remember that the Earth is going through some huge changes because of what's happening, and there are going to be calamities here. Bad ones. They're going to get worse and worse and worse and worse. The reason that they came up with global warming was to keep you misdirected from what's really going on. There's a channel on YouTube. It's called Suspicious Observers, The guy's name is Ben Davidson. He's a stinging genius. He knows about this. Read his watch his playlist. It's the disaster playlist. He's a very good scientist, and he explains it all out. We don't have enough time in an hour to figure this out. You got to take the time to learn it for yourself.
Let me take this
also,
call, Dolly.
It's called Suspicious Observers on YouTube,
Okay.
and his name is Ben Davidson. Please watch.
Gotcha.
Ben doesn't necessarily, I think he believes that ETs are real. I'm pretty sure he does. He's very much a survivalist, and he wants to survive all of this, and he's very specific. So watch, give it a shot, give it a look. You learn from it. There are other things you can do if you want to understand the universe and things physically about the universe. There's a show called Sky Scholar on YouTube, and Dr. Robitaille is a very good physicist, and he teaches online. So
Dolly,
do that. If you
I'm yelling at my boys. You just showed me your coffee cup. I'm looking down at my coffee cup's empty. I'm going, and they're standing there going, "Coffee, boys. Let's take this. Let's take this call." Area code 828. You're on live with the Matrix and Miss Dolly Safran. What's going on, Brainiac? Who is this? Hello.
What do you mean? What do you mean? Who is this? 828.
Hey, oh, God.
You don't know who the 828 area code is? Oh my gosh, man.
J-Bot. Stop. Rihanna, stop him. J-Bot. Brad Anderson, what's up, bro? Say hi.
What's going on, man? How are you?
Good. Say hi to Dolly.
Hey, Dolly. How are you? I've enjoyed the interview. And Matt,
Thank
I can't hear her, by the way, on the phone right
Nice
here.
to hear you.
You oh shit.
Can't hear a
Oh,
word she's saying.
hang on, bro. Hang on. Let me. I got. Hang on. Hang on. Hang on 1 second. My bad. I didn't mean that. I really didn't. Hang on a second. No wonder you can't hear her. 1 second, buddy. There we go. Now you should be able to hear Dolly. My bad.
Can you hear me now? Hello?
Nope. If she's talking, I still can't hear her.
You got to be kidding me, man.
Oh man, dude, Facebook and me and all that nonsense.
Can you hear? You can hear him, Dolly. You can hear him.
Yes, I can. I can hear him. Yeah.
Yeah, they got Brad. They got Brad Anderson's. They got J-Bot pretty much. He's let's just say he's heavily loved by the deep state.
Ah. Well, I understand that. Trust me, I do.
They love me strong.
He said they love him strong.
Matt said, "Hey, Rihanna." Rihanna said, "Hey, Matt."
Hi, Rihanna. Look, I don't know how I don't even know how I'm trying to get this to share, and it's not. It's literally not letting you hear her.
Yeah, I can't hear it also. Yeah.
Share audio. Share. Yeah, it's not.
Me.
Bro, it's
all
not.
It's all me, anyways, man.
What did you do?
So, I have no idea. What did I do? What?
I don't know. I don't know what I did. You little shit.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I was reading up on her bio a little bit while you were talking to her.
Yeah.
I did have a couple of questions for her, like
Okay.
I saw has she been abducted? She's talking about flying in spacecraft and alien craft. Like, when was the first time she was abducted? I was trying to figure some of that out. How old was she? I was kind of going through that book from the guy you were talking about earlier.
Right. And you can't hear her though, right? You can't hear her.
Let her
That's
say
what's.
something.
Okay, tell him I've never been abducted. I'm contacted.
I can hear it now.
Okay.
There you go.
I've never been abducted. I'm contacted, and it's been my entire life. I'm a generational contactee. My father was also a contactee. It runs in my family. I was born this way. I was born psychic. I was born knowing what's going on. It's my entire life.
Okay.
She's just as weird as we are, J-Bot. Trust me.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
All right. I was trying to, just kind of skimming through the bio and like the book and
Yeah.
kind of reading like some cliff notes about it and stuff like that. I thought she had been abducted, but I see the difference now. So I got you.
No, it's contact.
Yeah,
It's absolute contact. ETs don't abduct people. They contact you. They've been helping humanity for a long time. They're not sadists. They're not
Well,
masochists. They don't hurt people. They heal people. They've ever been always good to human beings. The only reason that it's an
Well, was
issue
there a
is
part of
because humans. Go ahead.
Well, was there a part? Was there a part in the book where it said like you woke up in somebody else's pajamas?
Yeah, that was when I was 14. I couldn't remember everything all the time. It wasn't a long continuous memory yet. And when I was 14, I decided either I was insane or I had to wake up, and it was an excruciating process. They came one night, and I started memorizing what was happening to me, and I was determined. And when they came, it knocked me out temporarily, and I woke up hours later with a massive headache in somebody else's pajamas. They weren't mine. That was the first clue right there. Ooh, something happened. This is real. And then when I went to tell my mom, my mom wasn't listening to me. She never liked any of this, okay? Because weird crap happened to me my entire life, my whole family. And then the radio changed while we were in the kitchen, and the announcer said 2 Dayland police officers saw UFOs last night. And I looked at her and that's it! You see, I told you, She's like, get out of my kitchen. And I had to go out. And my dad's like, calm down, go meditate, do something, be okay. And I went and locked myself in the bathroom. I sat on the floor. I have an eidetic memory. I don't forget anything usually, okay? But I was having memory gaps. And I decided to replay the entire night in my head. And when I got to where the light hit me, boom, my head snapped open and I remembered all of it. My nose started bleeding. My head was pounding. And basically, I remember being taken up on board and everything that happened to me at that moment. It took me a couple of days to reassimilate my entire life because my memories were full on coming back. And once I did that, I was like, oh, wow. And I realized that I was going to start working with them. I wanted to fly, and they said I could. It took them a while to decide I was going to. And then after that, it took 4 more years for me to learn to fly. And I was about 19. I was 14 when that started. I was 19 when I took my first flight out. And I've been going ever since. I'm 65 years old now, just so you know. And so I've been doing this a long time. And it's just, I got fed up with watching what humanity was doing and seeing everything that was going on around me. And I said, this is it, I gotta talk. And he said, if you're gonna do it, now's the time to do it. They briefed me on what to expect. And then it coincided with them deciding they had to leave because it's too dangerous to live here for them. And they did, and that stranded me here. So here I am, all me, myself, and I'm trying to tell the truth now. I'm waiting for my ride back, and it's gonna be a while. So, yep.
What are you doing? Well,
Interesting.
So, does that help?
Who are you talking?
nothing. I was talking to the boys.
Yeah.
I got a studio. I got a studio with Olympus Mons. My old band is 2.0 is in here.
Okay.
It's all right.
The whole band's there. You
No,
do a set?
no, bro. The boys are here.
No.
Yeah.
We're gonna do a set. No,
If
no.
you've got the book, the whole thing is in there. You should read the whole thing. It's really cool. I talk about just about everything. So there's real cool things in there. So.
Yeah, I'll have to check that out.
Oh, you guys are killing me.
Oh, definitely have to check that out. So I was the one earlier that was talking about like underneath, like Chernobyl.
Yeah.
We all know about deep underground military
There's
bases
a lot
and all
of
that stuff.
the government, the cabal has put out so much misinformation that it's hard for everybody to know what's real and what's not. They have put out phantasmagorical stories that are not true. I can give you a big one. They're not going to Mars. Mars is a dead planet. It has no magnetosphere. It's dead core. You would die in 5 minutes there. Nobody would make it there. You would die in space. You can only take so much gamma radiation. Gamma radiation absolutely kills all biological life. So I don't know why they brought that one up. There's no 10 and 20 or 20 and 10. I don't know what the hell, the secret space force. Not true. Unreal. Nope. There's all kinds of lies out there. You got to really sit and think. Use some common sense on your part. The Nazis did not have a secret UFO base in Antarctica. That did not happen. There's just all kinds of lies, big ones. And the simple truth is this.
Oh, I'm sure
They've
they
been
lied
watching us.
to us about everything.
That's right. ET's been around for eternity. I mean, they've been around for billions of years. They're our superiors. They're billions of years advanced of us. Their technology is so advanced. It's like magic to us.
Come on, man.
Okay? They use light technology. They fly psychically. I have to fly that craft psychically with another entity that's indwelling it. The craft is alive. They could approximate that if they tried. ET's not about to blow us up. They're trying to stop us from blowing ourselves up. The truth is out there. You just have to weigh it and look at it for what it really is. Animal mutilations are not ET. It is us. They go out of this say, "Look, these laser cuts are so perfect." Let me tell you something. I'm a nurse. They've been using laser technology in medicine since the 70s, late 60s. They can make precision cuts so perfect, bloodless, that you can't even imagine it. And they practice on damn animals, or they make it look like ET's doing bad things. They want you to think ET's bad. They've built back-engineered craft that look like ET. They're not. They're TR-3Bs. If you see a black matte triangle, with the lights, it's not ET, it's them. It's the CABAL. They also have another one that's rectangular shaped. It's also black matte. If you see something with seams on it and rivets, it's not ET. And like I said, ET is not here right now. So if it's in the sky, you need to seriously stay the hell away from it.
I've got a question.
Okay.
I got a question because J-Bot mentioned the spacecraft, and we've talked about spacecraft in the CABAL. What about there's something that J-Bot and I've talked about on the show. We've talked about this. The Black Knight satellite. Everybody knows about the Black Knight satellite. What the hell is this?
Okay, that is real. They're sentinels, and they're in our solar system watching what's happening to our solar system. It's not to watch us. It's not a weapon. It's not bad. They're keeping an eye on the progression of our solar system's changes right now, and they're taking measurements. They watch the whole show.
So, as mean as these bastards are, you tell me why the CABAL hasn't blown them up yet, or tried to?
Because you can't shoot a ET down, and you can't shoot that down. Their technology is so advanced you can't blow it up. There's nothing. It'll repel anything you put at it. The field of energy that surrounds all their craft repels anything. You could shoot with a nuke and it'd come back on you. It won't hurt them ever.
Well, there we go, J-Bot. There's the answer to that one. What, bro?
Hey, Matt.
Yes, sir.
You are the star of the You are the star of the Turner Show. The ETs are watching you.
Yeah.
You know what? I've heard that.
You're the Jim Carrey of the Matt Turner Show.
I have literally heard what you just said.
We're on season 2023 of Earth.
Right?
Oh, wow.
I've heard. Listen, I know that this may be a joke, but I've heard
laughing
that.
because it's probably true.
I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it at all.
Yep.
If there, what else, man? What else is on your mind for Dolly? Because again, this girl was raised by a frickin' was one of the baddest of baddest, the Army Ranger. She knows. Let's just say that she knows.
I had a lovely father. One of my first games was playing Mumble Peg with my dad.
You guys are walking over one. Hang on, you guys walked.
Oh yeah. One of my fondest memories growing up is playing Mumble Peg with my dad. I was 5 years old, and we'd take a switchblade and we'd flick it down between our feet. Okay, and the idea was to get the blade to stick. Then I learned how to stick the blade in a tree or anything. And I'm very good with a knife. That's a ranger's first tool. I learned to use bayonets. I learned the ranger chokehold. I know all kinds of things. I know Krav Maga. I started karate when I was 5. He took me out on expeditions you can't even imagine. I had to go out and do a thing where he stuck me out in the glades, had a compass and a map, and I spent an entire day walking out of the woods. This is the kind of dad I had, okay? I mean, there wasn't anything he wasn't going to teach me. On Fort Benning when I was a kid, I got in trouble once because where the towers are on the main post, they have guy wires and pulleys, and somebody had the pulleys tied up, and I figured out how to untie them, and I grabbed one and I went zooming down to the bottom. I was a little pain in the ass, and I got in trouble for that. I'm fearless. I'm not afraid of anything. I'm a ranger's daughter. No kidding. It's had a cool life. So
let me share something with you guys, the both of you, that Tom had told me prior to him dying. When it comes to now, this is what I've been told by a dying general. Okay, what we know as now, we all heard the Air Force, right? The Air Force. It's not the Air Force that knows the shit about. It's not the Air Force that knows the shit about ET. It is the Navy. Why the Navy? I'm not quite sure, but I'm just.
They're just out there. They see everything. Yeah.
Okay, so the Navy told me prior to his death that when or if ET ever decides they want to destroy the planet, they could literally wipe out a continent in a blink of an eye. And the problem is the government knows this. They know they know that literally in the blink of an eye, gone. Okay, so they know.
But they know also that they're not going to do it either. They're evolved. They're emotionally mature people. They're responsible. They're spiritually mature. They know more than you could possibly understand. And there's absolutely no need to destroy life in any way, shape, or form. We're doing a good job of doing it to ourselves.
Aren't we?
We're egotistical. We are punitive. We are damaging. We are violent. We murder. We do all kinds of really stupid things. And they're watching it. We're their children. We belong to them. And they're like scratching their heads thinking, They have tried over and over and over again to send messages, bring inspiration, whatever, and we don't listen. And it's because the very few, the 1% that are running things, aren't letting go of that control, and we are stupidly letting them have that control. It's
yes, crazy. I totally agree with you.
Right.
But again, they look at I think ET looks at it as dogma. Our religions are dogma. Our beliefs are dogma. And it's that's to what I understand, that's the way they believe it to be, is carry baggage.
People have come to this planet to give messages, our own people. Buddha was one of them, Shiva, Jesus Christ. All of these people had the right idea. They were trying to deliver the right message, but everything they said got bastardized and twisted and turned around the wrong way. This disturbs me even more greatly. They twist people. Leonardo da Vinci was twisted. Look at the amount of information that he was given. He showed things to generations long before they were ready to hear it and see it. But he was trying to put things out. Tesla, same thing. There are people who are inspired, able to hear, because their psychic abilities are so good that they hear them talking and they learn from them, even in proximally where they're at. And yet we treat them like shit and dump on them and say bad things about them too. We're more interested in what's wrong with everything than what's right. We're more interested in how we feel about it, our egos, and us being afraid than gathering ourselves and taking a chance and sticking our foot out there and going, hey, how you doing? Come talk to us. Humanity has been disclosing to it. They've been disclosing to humanity for a long time. There are millions of people on this planet have seen them, had interactions with them, contact with them. We already had disclosure. We know they're real. They exist. They are here, or not now, but they've been here. Why do we have to sit on the edge of our seat and wait for the government to tell us anything? Because they never tell you the truth anyway, ever. So, I mean, we need to teach ourselves. We don't need them to teach us, the governments. We need to teach ourselves. You need to read. You need to educate yourself. You need to go to a library and pick a whole bunch of books out and start reading about philosophy, reading about science, reading about, things that matter and count in our intelligence, how to survive. Oh my God, there's survival books out there. Get them. You're going to need them. Don't have them on your iPhone. You're going to lose your iPhone. Get a hardcover book and keep it. Take classes, learn how to use a bow and arrow. I'm not kidding you. This is important stuff. We're not sustainable right now. None of us are. You need to wake up to that. You know, people make fun of preppers. The government hates preppers. They can't stand them. These people can take care of themselves any day of the week, no problem, and they do. Follow a prepper. Go to a prepper camp and say, "Teach me." Seriously, do that because you're gonna need it bad.
Brad?
No, I'm good.
No, I'm good.
Oh. No, I'm good. I'm already there. Been there for a while.
There you go. See? Well, I grew up with that. See, in my family, everybody either hunted or they were in the service, and some were both. So I grew up hunting. I grew up fishing. I grew up camping. I grew up military. I mean, you know, I know how to take care of myself too. That's why I'm not worried about existing right now. I'm doing a good job of it. But I would like to see everybody else make that decision for themselves. Everybody has a right to the truth. Everybody has a right to know the truth. And the only way you're going to get it is if you discover for yourself. So I want you to try.
Yep, I'm absolutely a less government type of guy. The less government, the better.
Exactly. We don't need them. We don't. They're causing problems. We need it.
Brad, do you got any closing arguments here? Do you got any closing statements, bro? Because I'm gonna
Closing arguments?
Yeah, closing statements, closing arguments. I'm gonna like wrap it up with Miss Dolly. Call it a night. If not, you're gonna say like do the always is thing. Share something positive with everybody. Thank you for calling me and Dolly. And
I'm just glad she turned her life alert off. That beeping was driving me nuts. But
oh yeah.
I appreciate her being on the show, man. I haven't been able to, like, I've been working on myself for a while, so
Awesome.
I got a lot of stuff
That's
going
awesome.
on, man. But it's good to be on the show, Matt. I love you, bro.
Yeah.
You know I do.
I love you.
Nice
You
to meet
too,
you.
bro.
I enjoyed the interview.
Cool. I'm
And,
happy
y'all
that
have
you
a good
did.
evening.
You tell that beautiful wife of yours I say hello. I do. Brad, I love you too, bro.
Matt says hello and good night again. Yeah. Hey,
One,
y'all be good.
one of these nights,
I'll
look,
see you soon. I'll see you on Facebook.
one day I'm coming down your way and we're gonna have some fun in the backyard shooting guns and telling stories, bro. I'm telling you, it's coming.
Yeah.
I got 70 acres, man. Come on. Let's go.
I got you. All right, buddy. Love you. Take it easy. You're out of here. Later.
Y'all be good, Dolly. Good interview. I'll talk to y'all later.
Blow him the hell out of here, Mr. Brad Anderson. We call him J-Bot. Tell you what, they hate him, Dolly. They don't like him because he is a truth teller. They've never liked that. You know that. He knows that. I know that. But yeah, man, Brad is, I think he's on account number 27, 28, 30, 40. I don't. Oh, yeah, dude. Facebook cannot stand Brad. I think they banned Brad via his look. They'll watch him doing live stream. Oh, that's Brad Anderson again. Click. Banned. I mean, he went through I don't know how many phones. But nevertheless, he's always back. That's Brad. That's J-Bot.
Nice to meet you.
I know, right?
Yes.
Oh, man. All right, Miss Dolly. Do you got anything that you would like to share that we haven't discussed, like that we need to get out there right at the moment?
No, that's pretty much it. I only have one piece of advice for everybody. It doesn't matter what happens in this life. It all starts with us, okay? You are the captain of your own ship, and how you comport yourself through this life is really important. And the most important thing is to just be happy, be enjoy. Whatever you do it all the way, okay? Be happy. If something's dragging you down and tearing you up and making you anxious or fearful, walk away from it. You don't need it. Give it up. Be happy. You'll learn more that way. You'll be a better off person that way. We got lots of shit coming at us, and it doesn't matter. All that doesn't matter. Every minute of your life that you live, that you're learning something does. So that's important.
Thank you, Dolly.
You're
Have next topic. I don't know what it is, but you rock. I love you and Preston, and
Okay.
and what you guys are doing on the light gate. Take a minute and share what the light gate is, what you guys are about, what you talk about, who you talk with, da 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 da. What is the Light Gate?
The Light Gate is on Monday nights at 9 p.m. And we've had people on like Michael Schratt, who's actually talking to the thing, the correspondence thing on June 12th with Greer. So got to talk to him, pretty cool. And we have Linda Zimmerman coming up. She's a researcher. She's very, very interesting. That's this Monday night. And we're just lining up people who know the truth and want to talk about it. It's mostly researchers and experiencers. We love to have experiencers on. We've had a few on already, and every one of them is a gem. And it's just interesting. Every now and then we'll do question and answer nights. We're always live. We're on the UPRN network. And we just started this like 2 months ago, and we're having a blast already. And it's really good, informative, honest talk. So
blessings to you guys. Blessings to you guys, man. I think you guys are kicking ass and taking names. Whenever.
That's right.
All right, Miss Dolly.
It's too small. They're all good. We're gonna give them.
All right, take care of yourself, Miss Dolly. Again, we'll have you back, Preston. You guys back. Thank you. All right, good night, Dolly.
Matthews in my life. Bye.
Bye. All right, everybody. Miss Dolly Safran. Amazing talk. The cabal, the deep state. That's what we know them as, the deep state. With that being said, man, look, always do a shout out to them exclusively because, well, we know that they love us too. And yeah, all of you ABCs, NSA, DOD, FBI, CIA. Did I forget any one of you peckerheads? I don't know.
Olympus Mons.
Never, huh?
Olympus Mons.
Oh, Olympus Mons. I forgot Olympus Mons. Oh my God! I should play the outro. I should play the boys' songs. Should I do that? Should I do that? They're like on me. Let me see if I can't find something here real quick. And that we'll have the boys take us out. That's what we'll do. If I can get this screen to shrink. There we go. Go over there. I'll do that right there. You guys want to hear some of the content? Let me see if I can't find. See if I can use that one. Yeah. Again, I just hope you guys enjoyed tonight. I truly do. It was amazing talk with Miss Dolly Safran, and going to have her back regardless. One way or another, we will have her back, and we'll talk about God only knows what else. But in the meantime, I'll do the outro. We'll play the outro, but yet the content you guys are going to hear will be the boys. Yeah, that's what they said. The boys. So you guys have a great weekend. Take care of yourselves as well as one another. And let me make sure this outro music is out right there. And desktop audio is blasting. Yeah, it sounds good to me. Okay, everybody buckle up. Here comes the boys, Olympus Mons 2.0. Check them out. Olympus Mons on Facebook. My boys, my kids. Love them to death. Let's go.
We're in the Matrix. We're in the Matrix. We're in the Matrix.
Yeah. Let's do this. One of the fastest growing talk shows on the internet. Welcome aboard the Matrix Minds. One of the most controversial conspiratorial shows on the web. The Matrix Minds. That's right. Buckle up, everybody. Let's go. Paranormal, huh? Conspiracy, huh? Ufology, hidden Egyptology, and anything and everything we can get our hands on. Let's go.
red pill. Stay in Wonderland. I show you. All I know. Stay in Wonderland. All I know. Stay in Wonderland.
You guys ready? It's time. It's showtime, brains. That's right. It's Matrix time.
We're in the Matrix. We're in the Matrix.
Yeah.
What is up, all my beautiful and gorgeous souls? I am Michelle Espinosa, otherwise known as the Shaman, through the Matrix Mind Media. So tell me, how many times have you wished that you had that special power of prediction? You know, to know what was going to happen before it actually happened and took place. To have some power and control over that situation before things came flying at you out of left field. The thing is, you actually can have that power. You can be aware of what's coming. Tune in to Astrology TV with me for Breaking the Cage. Every Sunday evening at 10 p.m. Eastern on the Matrix Mind Media. And I will go through the astrology and help put you on the right course and get you back in control of your own life. Love you guys.
This CBD fluid is a whole flower fluid extracted from the cannabis flower. We don't use any heat, butane, or chemicals when we extract, so we get all of the components of the plant. All the CBD, CBG, CBA, all the terpenes, all the flavonoids. This allows our body to absorb at 60 to 90% rather than the average of 6 to 10% absorption you would get with a CBD oil. Because our bodies are made up of mostly water and this is a fluid, it's highly absorbable so that you're getting 500% more nutraceuticals per dose. We also have this available in our CBD spray as well as a muscle rub with all kinds of botanicals. You're going to absolutely love it.
Check it out, Brainiacs. MatrixMinds.live/CBD. The CBD I use. Feel free again. Feel alive again. And now back to the show.